Hello there, crafty people. It's Terry from Vig's Tez Creates, back with another video for you for the Robin's Nest Creative. So it's September now, and yeah, it's another Christmas card. I had recently bought this super cute stamp set from Spellbinders, and I just really wanted to colour it up. So so we've got a Christmas card. So this tutorial will give you some inspiration and ideas around Christmas cards, and how you can incorporate adding texture, and how you can use dewdrops during that process. They make perfect baubles for Santa hats and woolly hats, and also as snowflakes, as you can see. So settle back, get yourself a cuppa or something, and enjoy this short tutorial showing you how to make this super cute Christmas card. Okay, so I used this super cute stamp set from Spellbinders because it's just so adorable, and also, I mean, you can create a scene like this, but it would involve a lot of masking. So if you wanted to use individual critters and people, you could create that, but it would involve stamping him first, and then stamping him next, no, then him, and then, do you know what I mean? So you'd have to like think it out a lot, whereas if they're all like that, all together in one stamp, it's so much easier. So this is a holiday group hug, in case anyone's interested, and I think that was from August 2022. So I coloured that up in my Copics, nothing particularly special. So I coloured that up. So I'm thinking of that beautiful blue winter sky, and I want to incorporate some snow into that. I've just cut a very simple little oval, or half an oval, from the bottom of a sheet of some turquoise cardstock to be the ground, to ground the image, and then I've picked out some dewdrops. So I want to use some round ones on the baubles of the hats, and I wanted to use a stencil, but this one's got stars and dots as well, so I want to use that on the background, and also add in some small gems falling from the sky. So I've picked out the metallics because I think some small silver ones would look cute, a mix of blues, and then also some white and pearlescent ones. So we'll see how that evolves. So first things first, I need to just apply some ink through this stencil, and then we can stick these down and then start adding the gems. So because there's a nice bit of space here at the top, I'm going to make use of that and add a nice big sentiment. This is Let It Snow, and I like this style of sentiment where you get the shadow layer as well. So I'm going to do the actual words in one colour and then a vellum background, which always looks classy in my humble opinion. So I'm just going to organise the setup for the stencil, and then I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay, so I'm going to use some pigment ink here, and a just simple blending tool, just to smush on, technical term there, smush on, and I'm using the handy grid lines here just to try and make sure that my snowflakes won't be wonky. But that seems to look okay. So pigment ink can take a little while to dry, so I am going to blast it with my heat tool to ensure that it dries and doesn't delay the process of assembling the card. So there's a little tip for you, because the last thing you want is to think that it's dry, start sticking things down, and then start smudging all of your lovely stenciling. So I'm going to carry on and complete the panel, and then blast it with the heat tool, and then come back and then assemble the card and add the dewdrops. So I'll see you back in a mo. And here we go, my crafty friends, a completed card. I think it looks super adorable. And you can see how adding the dewdrops really sort of steps it up and adds loads of texture. I really like adding texture to my cards, and like you can do it in different ways, like mats and layers. This is textured cardstock. Obviously using different types of materials, so a high gloss mirror cardstock and some vellum, ink, alcohol markers, and then obviously the dewdrops as well. Another thing that I could have done if I didn't do the stenciling would be to use an embossing folder, like if you've got like a snowy embossing folder, or you can emboss with a stencil as well, so I could also have done that, but I did want to have like little dots, and I thought that stencil worked really well with sort of like the direction I was going. I'd love it if you'd let me know in the comments what you think. That'd be great. And of course I'll link the dewdrops that I've used down below in the description box, and also in the description box there'll be the links to the Robin's Nest creative store and all their Facebook group and their socials, etc. And there'll also be the link to my socials, so Terry from Veek's House Creates, if you want to check out any of my work that isn't for the Robin's Nest. But I'll be back with you on the first Friday of October. Gosh, where is the time going? It's ridiculous. So I will see you on the first Friday in October. Bye for now.